All right, you listeners out there, you're listening to Radio CORA. You know, that we treat everyone right. That's what we're all about here at Radio CORA, because that's what they do. That's their purpose. That's what they're all about. And we're broadcasting from this incredible place in Denver. And I'm looking around, and I got to find the name of it because it's a pretty lengthy name. And it's the APTA Combined Sections Meeting. And they like to do, it's a CSM. Whatever. But anyway, that's a long name, but I'm telling you, and I'm not exaggerating here, I think there's 1 million people here. Clearly I'm exaggerating.
At least.
It just seems like a million people. Okay, we got a couple of great interviews, and I mean great. They're all here. If you're looking out on the video, yeah, they have hair, I do not. Grace Jory, she's right here in the center. And then Juliet Dawkins, she's all the way over there, and she's driving the headphones. All right, let's get going. How you guys doing?
Great.
So I'm sitting here trying to get this thing ready because I've been very frustrated because there's just too many moving parts, but we got this going.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Are you guys having a good conference? I mean, I'm telling you, there's 1 million people out here.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you very much.
18,000 physical therapists. New record.
See, if you ever want to get injured in a place, like slip maybe and hurt yourself, this is the place to do it.
Ooh,
Twist your
yeah,
ankle.
yeah.
I mean, you're just right there. You're on the road to recovery in a matter of a second.
Before you even need it.
They're going to ship you around to all the equipment. Oh, you need to get on here.
Yeah.
Do this. Get on that. Do that. Yeah, that's all going to be great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cross that off the list before I leave.
Yeah, that's right.
If I'm going to get hurt, I better do it.
Right here.
Right here.
You can use it on a bumper sticker if you want. I don't know. Get hurt here at this conference. All right, so we've got 2, right? So we're going to start with you. We're going to do a little 411 on you, Juliet.
Great.
Did I get that on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sort of background, where do you come from, and all that good stuff. And then we're going to go to Grace.
Yep.
And then we're going to go into the foundation.
All right.
Pretty cool?
Sounds great.
Okay, make it happen. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm
Dazzle me.
Juliet Dawkins. I am originally from Ohio.
Whereabouts?
Small town, New Philadelphia.
I did a project in Columbus.
Oh, 2 hours from there.
There you go.
A little bit smaller.
Okay.
And I have been in Denver 20 years. I'm married, 3 kids, 3 pets.
No, very good. And we're going to get into the details of why you got started this foundation. Grace, up to you. I threw did you see how I threw it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, step right on up, baby.
Okay. Grace Jory, and I am attending CSM as a physical therapist. So I've been a physical therapist in pediatrics for 11 years. I moved to Denver 16 years ago to get my doctorate in order to do that. And I've got a husband, 2 kids.
Where'd you move from?
Idaho.
Whereabouts?
Pocatello.
I was doing a project right outside of Simplot. I was doing a project with a lot of French fries they make.
Yeah.
Ooh, my favorite.
Potatoes.
Big time potatoes, man.
Lots of potatoes.
Yeah, anyway, so you've been there, done that. All right, we're going to be talking a little bit about your foundation because I think it's really pretty interesting. And the information that I have in my hands is we're talking a little bit about the Bluebirds Light Foundation. That's one. The other thing is the APTA goal of 150 million steps.
Yes.
That's why I have my Fitbit.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You're not
there it is.
doing a lot of stepping.
No, I'm pretty much
Keep
not.
moving while we're
Stand up.
interviewing everybody.
But we did when we arrived here. You know what we did? We walked to a.
Schlep.
Yeah, we did. We walked 10 miles.
Wow.
What? This
yeah.
morning?
No. That was when we arrived on.
Because this has been going on
Tuesday.
for a couple days. Yeah.
No, just one day.
Oh my gosh, 10 miles?
Oh yeah, and then we did the coffee. My wife, right there. She's a big fan.
Hey.
Check out these people. We're on.
Hi.
Nice to meet you,
right.
Juliet.
Juliet and
Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, we're doing a podcast right now. Yeah, there you go. I'm a professional. No, anyway. So, when we did that, and so that was really interesting. And we did, of course, we did the coffee. We found a great microbrewery, of course.
Oh, yes,
a
Denver.
great restaurant. And then we just sort of schlepped on back to our Airbnb.
Awesome.
There you go.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Best way to see it.
yeah, it is. I'm telling you, we love the cold too.
Oh,
Coming
good.
from Louisiana.
Yes, definitely.
Tell us a little bit about the thought behind the Bluebirds Light Foundation. Bluebirds Fight. And that's it. Yeah.
Initially, there really wasn't any thought. It just happened. Our firstborn, Lucia,
Beautiful name, by the way. Just
Thank
FYI.
you.
I think that's cool.
My husband and I honeymooned in St. Lucia.
That's it.
Named her after that. That was so
Right.
pretty. So she was born with a rare genetic condition. It's called Pallister-Killian syndrome. And yeah, just a random thing that life throws different, in your footsteps. And so Lou she's such a gift. She's amazing. And with her syndrome, there are a lot of, challenges that come with that. So she's in a wheelchair. She is nonverbal. She has a lot of medical, challenges as well that she has to deal with on a daily basis. But she is honestly just the light of our lives. She brings our family, our whole family. We have 3 kids. So much joy. Just being the little person that she is.
Yeah.
And when you have someone with special needs, a lot of times their emotions aren't as obvious as other kids, We aren't sure when she might be really excited or really upset. We know those, the big emotions, but the overall seeing her get happy over a cartoon or an activity is not very apparent. And when Lou was little, that's what you search for when you have kids. You want them to find their happiness, find their place, find the thing that brings them the most joy.
Right.
So we looked and we tried, swimming and hippotherapy, working with Grace. We tried bouncing, different things of mobility. And one day we found this supported swing in the park, and we put her in it. And a supported swing, so one that she was able to actually sit in and be secured, and we pushed her, the higher we pushed her, the smile just overcame her, and it brings tears to my eyes still to this day, every time. It's just,
I'm a man, I can handle it, keep going.
It really was just that moment of, we found
it. Unlocked her.
This is her thing. So her nickname's Bluebird. We started thinking, okay, let's just take her to playgrounds. This is what she loves to do. Let's do it every day.
Yeah.
And we would go, and unfortunately we'd arrive, and there wouldn't be a swing for her.
Absolutely.
There wouldn't be a way for her to really access the playground in her wheelchair because of wood chips or curbs, and there's
it's just
ladders on slides, and it's just a different situation when you're a child that has a disability and you try to go to a playground.
So that's it. You're just saying, hey, I've got a daughter. She's got disabilities, and we want her to be happy.
Right.
And so that is the genesis of what this foundation is, right?
Yes.
It's like, okay, now we need an all-inclusive playground, not just for special needs, but everybody.
Yep, completely.
Right?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Because there is also, I would imagine, you thought through this, that there's joy for other people to see other kids. I mean, it's just happy.
Yeah, it's a place to make
It's not
friendships.
negative.
You show up to a playground. I've said this before. It's kind of a weird analogy, but it's kind of like a bar for adults. You show up, you can go by yourself, and you just sit up there and you talk to the person next to you. You talk to the bar. You kind of make friends.
Yeah.
And for a playground, it's a free public place. You can show up and hopefully make a friend with someone that you didn't know, a complete stranger, and it just, it creates those friendships. And when you have special needs and you're not able to interact and be included, then you're left out of those opportunities. And
see, that's really interesting. Now, you had this genesis. You thought about it, right? Okay, Grace, I'm gonna swing to you now. Are there can you find designs of playgrounds that meet those needs, or did you have to even figure that out? Or are there companies that provide saying, okay, hey, we understand, here's a special swing that we can, what about that?
Well, it all started with the gift of the land, which was generously donated by Stanley Marketplace, which is this new happening kind of, what would you call it?
indoor marketplace.
Yeah, marketplace, hall. They've got, anything from a brewery to a florist, a hairstylist,
Who is it?
to yoga. It's called Stanley Marketplace.
STANLEY
Ley. Yeah.
MKT Place. And they donated that land.
They donated that land, and that is what started our journey. So then we started working with a landscape architect to design the playground, pulling in different types of equipment that would, meet like requirements around fall zones and use the land effectively. It's on a hill, so it's perfect because we're going to use the hillside to create, a ramp and then a ladderless slide that a child can go down side by side with their family. They can wheel to the top, things like that have really evolved a lot and changed quite a bit too over the process of this.
And what about accessibility? So I'm driving my truck or whatever, and I'm coming up to the location, I got a place to park.
Oh yeah, yep. All the ADA requirements are being met, and really we're just trying to bring some outdoor kind of experience and play to this already existent, very family-friendly, popular place.
So if 100% is complete and utter joy of putting that park into action, where are you at percentage-wise?
For the money raised?
Yeah. So let's talk. Let's talk about where you need to be, what you need the listeners to hear, and where are you at in that goal of being able to build that special park?
We have had such an just tremendous community support. So initially, it's kind of been a moving target, unfortunately. There's been some things that have come up with the land that have created some hurdles financially. Yep. The uniqueness of Stanley Marketplace, though, with being able to show up and enjoy the playground and then being able to go inside and have dinner. It's a mile from Children's Hospital. It's a special,
very good,
unique area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we definitely want to make sure, even with the challenges we've had with some of the land, that it happens there, because it's will be a full package experience. So I would say that we are 80%.
I know, I like 82.
80%.
Yeah.
Is it 82 or 80%? Yeah, you're welcome.
TOO. 2.5.
As well.
We're so close.
The thing is, there are some pieces coming from Europe that are amazing. A wheelchair swing.
Interesting.
Yes.
So a senior or a veteran or someone that's an adult that's never, or someone that was born that had a wheelchair from the beginning may have never been able to swing their whole life.
Yeah.
Being able to just wheel onto that.
That's pretty cool.
And swinging. So there are some pieces that we will include, we have in our plans. If we don't meet the goal, then we might have to cut back a little on certain pieces of the playground.
That can't happen.
That can't happen. So that's why we're okay. You listeners out there, you need to make sure that you. Now you're at your website. Don't. Let me find that piece of paper. Website. Get the paper and pencil. You guys have got to. Where the heck's that website? It's LubertSlight.org. Yeah, LubertSlight. That's LubertSlight. Okay, and that's a .org.
Yes. .org.
Now, do you guys interact with other families with special needs and pull them in and say, hey, can we work together and all that good stuff? You're not.
Oh yeah, we have. So as far as the design of the playground, we have, I'd say, several committees and people that we've consulted with, including family of kids with special needs, adults that have, different abilities as well. And we have a friend who is in a wheelchair, and he says, I can't even take my kids to the playground because I can't get on the surface of a playground and be close to them if they need help.
I hate to point this out, but that's just got to be frustrating for the children too.
Yeah,
it's like,
they're missing out.
Oh my God! Oh gosh.
We have a committee of therapists.
Yeah.
Anchor Center for Blind Children we've consulted with. Autism Society. We have a group that we have, reach out to us if you have needs, if you have requests. We want to hear it. We want to make sure that we encapsulate all the.
So if I want to donate it, I can go out to that website, right?
Yes, LubertSlight.org. There's a donate button right on the first page.
Very good. What if I want to include this link into my website? Would I do that for you?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Would you like that? And what if I put it in podcast? Would you like that?
Oh, we would like
that.
that.
Okay.
We would love
I'll
that.
do that for you too. Yeah, I'll promote you guys in my other podcast too as well.
Thank you.
So, you guys are wonderful. This is a beautiful passion and purpose. I mean, it's a gorgeous thing.
It's, it's simple, but it's just
but it's so doggone cool, and it's so needed.
Yeah.
How can you not? You listeners out there, you got to reach out to them. This is Juliet Dawkins and of Grace Jory. Mm-hmm. It's like Rory with the J. Okay, you got to do that.
Thanks.
So we got to, and what we'll do too as well is we'll take this podcast and we'll put it out on your website too. We can link it. We can do it. So give me your cards and all that good stuff, and we'll make it happen.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's great.
All right, listeners, look at me. I'm all discombobulated. I'm not doing the right thing because I'm already just thinking about how we can help this wonderful organization reach their goal. 20%. Let's make it 25% just to be safe. How's that? You guys are wonderful. They're very good. And they were really patient with me trying to get get my act together here, because that's what they're all about. All right. Again, this is bluebirdslight.org. Go on out there. Wonderful people. All right. And if you have any, outside of that website, how else can they get a hold of you? I'll put the doggone email and address and everything else up there. Is that good?
Yeah, right on the website has our contact info.
All right. We'll have it out there on that Radio CORA in a big way. So thank you very much. We're going to have I'm not sure. We're going to have great interviews coming up with, but that was just absolutely moving. Thank you very much. Have
Thanks
a great
for
rest of
having
the
us.
conference.
Thank
you guys
you.
are awesome.